Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Amala Jayasili. Today I'm going to talk about the general characteristic features and classification of class Mammalia. Class Mammalia. Mammals are final product of evolution and they occupy a very important place in the animal kingdom. They occupy the top of the evolutionary tree, and this group it also includes man, the master of the present age. Mammals also include the largest and heaviest animals on earth, like whales. Mammalia includes animals or vertebrates having mammary glands, hair, diaphragm. These are warm-blooded animals, and these exhibit viviparity, that is, giving birth to young ones. Mammals evolved in the Triassic period of Mesozoic era from mammal-like reptiles. They originated into different directions, which is also called as polyphyletic origin. The time when the mammals flourished well on the earth was during the Cenozoic era. Hence, this era is also called as the Age of Mammals. Moving on to the general characteristic features of class Mammalia. Mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates with mammary glands, hair, and diaphragm. These mammals give birth to their young ones and give them milk with the help of the mammary glands. Hence, they also exhibit viviparity. The skin of mammals are provided with sweat glands and sebaceous glands. In mammals, there is presence of fleshy pinna which collects the airborne sound waves, and hence mammals are able to hear better. The skull of mammals is provided with two occipital condyles, and hence it is said to be dicondylic. There is a secondary palate present in the skull which separates the nasal passage from the food passage or the buccal cavity. That is, the respiratory system and the digestive system are separated with the help of this secondary palate. The auditory capsule projects outwards as a solen structure, and this is called as tympanic bulla. Let's now see the skeletal system of class Mammalia. In mammals, the jaw suspension is craniostylic. That is, the jaw is attached to the skull, the cranium part of the skull. The lower jaw, it is the largest dentary bone which articulates with the squamosal bone. There are 7 cervical vertebrae. The coracoids and the precoracoids of the pectoral girdle, they are very much reduced. And the limbs are of pentadactyl type. Teeth is present in all the mammals. The presence of teeth in the socket is called as thecodont. The teeth is of different types like incisors, canines, premolars, and the molars. A mammal will have different types of teeth, hence they are called as heterodont. In some animals, there is presence of two sets of teeth. That is, there is a presence of milk teeth when they are very young and which is being replaced by the permanent teeth. This type of arrangement is called as diphodont. Mammals have the muscular diaphragm that divides the body cavity into a thoracic and abdominal portions. In mammals, the heart is of four-chambered. Only one aortic arch is present on the left side. The four chambers of the heart are two auricles and two ventricles. The blood has hemoglobin. The RBC is non-nucleated. In mammals, the lungs have the pleural cavity. That is the space between the outer covering of the lungs and the visceral pleura. Mammals also have the corpus callosum in the brain. The optic lobes are four in number, hence it is also called as corpora quadrigemina. In mammals, the cochlea of the inner ear is highly coiled. The middle ear has three ear ossicles called malleus, incus, and stapes. Regarding reproduction in mammals, in male, the copulatory organ is penis. The male has a pair of testes which are kept in the scrotal sacs hanging down from the abdominal cavity, while in female the ovum develops in the Graafian follicle of the ovary. All the mammals except the Prototheria are viviparous. That is, they give birth to the young ones, whereas the class Prototheria alone lays eggs. In mammals, there is a special structure called as placenta is formed during the embryonic development. This is formed with the union of the fetal as well as the uterine tissues. They also provide nutrition, help in respiration, and in excretion of the embryo. Mammals also exhibit parental care. Once the young ones are being born, they are being taken care of by the parents till they grow up. Moving on to the classification of class Mammalia. Mammals are warm-blooded vertebrates with mammary glands, hair and diaphragm. The embryos develop the notochord, hence they are being included in the phylum Chordata. Later, this notochord is replaced by the vertebral column, hence placed under the subphylum Vertebrata. The brain encloses in the cranium, hence craniata. They contain jaws, hence placed under the nactostomata. The mammals have four limbs, hence they are placed under tetrapoda. They also develop amnion during their embryonic development and hence it is placed under amniota. Since these vertebrates are provided with mammary glands, they are being placed under the class Mammalia. Class Mammalia is divided into three subclasses. Subclass 1 Prototheria, Subclass 2 Metatheria, Subclass 3 Eutheria. Subclass 1 Prototheria, it includes the egg-laying mammals. These mammals have mammary glands which are unspecialized and without teats. Prototherians do not have corpus callosum in the brain. Pinna is also absent. They lay eggs, and these eggs are large, yolky, and they are shelled. Hence, the development is external, so there is no placenta. The best examples are duck-billed platypus and echinida. Subclass 2 Metatheria. This includes the pouched mammals. That is, these mammals, they have marsupium or what is called as the brood pouch. There is no corpus callosum in the brain. The egg is very small as it develops in the lower portion of the oviduct, and there is presence of pinna. The best examples are Didelphis, that is the American opossum, the Tasmanian wolf, the banded anteater, etc. Subclass 3 Eutheria. These are the true placental mammals and are perfectly warm-blooded mammals. They have true allantoic placenta and the embryos are kept in the uterus till the advanced stages of development. The corpus callosum and the mammary glands are well developed. There is presence of pinna which helps in hearing. In eutherians, the anus and the urinogenital apertures are separate and the cloaca is absent. In males, the testis is extra-abdominal and present in the scrotal sacs. The eggs are very small and they are alecithal, that is without the yolks, as the development takes place inside the body of the mother. The best examples are the rat, rabbit, cow, elephant, hedgehog, monkey, and man. So this was the presentation on the general characteristic features and classification of class Mammalia. Thank you.